Come ogni anno è arrivato il momento del
As every year, the Genoa Boat Show has arrived, and we at the Boat Show are here to show you some of the many new arrivals.
Suzuki presenta per la prima volta in Italia il motore più potente.
Suzuki presents for the first time in Italy their most powerful engine, the 350 horsepower DF350 4390cc V6 4 valves per cylinder, double overhead camshaft and phase variation. Compression ratio 12:1, but it is distinguished above all else by the double counter-rotating propellers.
Ecco una piccola barca da
Here
pesca.
is a small fishing boat that has everything you need. The Barracuda 6 is produced by Beneteau. There is even place for a berth and a bathroom. It starts from €21,000, IVA included, engine excluded.
Carnic è un cantiere con sede nell'isola di Cipro.
Carnic is a yard based on the island of Cyprus. It has high capacity and production quality. Just think, it offers a 10-year guarantee on the structure of its boats. Its models are imported from Selva Marine in Italy. The SL602 is a small day cruiser, but below deck it has a double cabin.
Al Salone di Genova.
The Genoa show presents the latest arrivals, and this is really great.
Ma questo è un
This is an Italian engine built by Fiat Powertrain Technologies, but Mercury has completely revolutionized it.
È il motore con le migliori caratteristiche specifiche.
It is the engine with the best specifications in its category. First of all, the weight-power ratio. It employs 550 horses. It has 6 cylinders in line, with 4 valves per cylinder and common rail power supply. They combined it with the Zeus pod drive.
Oggi sulla plancia delle imbarcazioni non ci sono più gli strumenti analogici.
Today on the bridge, there are no longer any analog instruments, and not even many small digital screens, but instead a huge LCD screen where you can see and do everything you want to control the boat. Watch.
Allora, vediamo un po' cosa si può vedere da questi schermi. Per esempio si possono...
Okay, let's see. So can you see from these screens? For example, you can check the engines, or we can raise or lower the volume of the radio, or even still, control the lights of the boat. But if we want to be a bit more nautical, for instance, let's look at the map and the radar.
Molti di questi dati potete visualizzarli.
Much of this data can be viewed on the watch, and with the watch you can also control the autopilot. All this is Garmin.
I cantieri del Pardo sono celebri per le loro...
Pardo's yards are famous for their beautiful sailboats, and this is their first motorised hull, Pardo 43.
È la prima ed è già in nomine...
It is the first, and is already in the nomination for Boat of the Year. How is that possible? Well, they've already built 4,000 sailboats, so they know what it's like to sail. It is open for a day at sea. With many guests on board, it is rich in functional and elegant solutions. It is also a cruising boat because below deck there is an open space with 2 double bunks. The interior is however customizable. The engines, Volvo Penta 370 horsepower. Propulsion, IPS.
San Lorenzo...
San Lorenzo changes the concept of its yachts with the new SX88. The deckhouse is quite impressive with the upper deck closed and air-conditioned. The stern, however, has been emptied and left open to function as the garage. The beach club or sports activity area for a different way of boating. A way that is more in contact with the sea, perhaps with many toys. It is 27 metres long and can reach 23 knots. The interiors were designed by Piero Lissoni and Officina Italiana Design, the same designer as Riva's projects. Dual layout options on the main deck, open space or cabin.
Azimut è presente a Genova con una ricca flotta di...
Azimut is present in Genoa with a rich fleet of boats. Among the novelties is the 60 Flying Bridge, whose outside lines are always designed by Stefano Riini. For the interior, a novelty. The architect, Achille Savani, an internationally renowned star. The decor is more metropolitan than nautical, but worth seeing.
Torna in Italia lo storico marchio Chris Craft, importato da...
In Italy, the historic brand Chris Craft, imported from Sunrise Marine. The American manufacturer produces various types of models, including these motorboats, these two jewels of 6.5 and 7.5 metres respectively, the Capri 21 and Capri 27. Elegance and sportiness are the characteristic features of these boats.
La ripresa del mercato si
The market recovery is also shown by the return of famous foreign brands, such as Riviera, to the Genoa Boat Show. This is the new 68 Motor Yacht Sports. 68 feet, or 22.68 metres long and 6 metres wide. On the main deck there is no helm, so the salon and the kitchen are more spacious. It is piloted from the fly, which is closed and air-conditioned. It is practically another environment. In the engine room there are two MAN motors with power up to 1,900 horses each.
Extreme Wrap è l'azienda che vi permette di personalizzare la vostra barca con le grafiche e i colori che volete. Si tratta di una pellicola.
Extreme Wrap is the company that allows you to customize your boat with the graphics and colors you choose. This is a transparent film that is applied on the hull. It can be an old boat that has been refurbished or a new boat. The protection is a film. Let's say it lasts 5 years, and when you remove it, you'll find the Gelcon good as new. But that's not all. There is a rather interesting technical novelty to this product.
Una speciale versione di questa pellicola.
A special version of this film also serves as a protection for the hull. It is composed of several layers that can work the same as anti-fouling, but with an important advantage. They do not cause pollution.
Quando è asciutta,
When it is dry, it seems like it doesn't allow slipping. But when it's wet, it greatly reduces hydrodynamic resistance, with obvious benefits in terms of fuel consumption and speed.
il Salone Nautico di Genova è tornato a essere la più
The
grande...
Genoa Boat Show has again become the largest boat showcase for Made in Italy, and enthusiasts are once again dreaming of boats, whether great or small, luxurious or simple, as long as it can allow you to see our world from another point of view, from the sea.